Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lauren and welcome to Plants and Teens. In today's video, we are going to be doing my Greenspaces.id unboxing. I have been so hyped for this unboxing. Like, I've been stalking my email, my they have a little update sheet thing. Like, I've been stalking it, waiting on these plants because it is my first time importing plants out of the country. I've been avoiding importing plants because besides the whole winter it's cold thing, because it's really not cold right now, I just didn't want to deal with the rehab, the long shipping times, the possibility of it coming dead. Like, I felt like the prices are cheaper, yes, but by the time you pay for shipping and import and blah, 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 like, you might as well could have just spent the money, you know, getting it from somewhere in the US. So, but the reason, I'll put a timestamp below if you're not interested in the backstory, because there was a couple things that happened a little different with my experience that, Mia, if you're going to be here, you got to relax. Thank you. My experience was a little different than what I had saw other people's experience was. So if you're not interested in my experience, there's a timestamp here. You can skip straight to the unboxing. But if you are, keep on watching. So I decided to do this import order kind of, I don't want to say like spur of the moment, but it kind of was spur of the moment. I was not planning on doing it at all. But they had a deal, and you know I'm about the deals. So they had a deal for February where it was 5 plants for $125, and I'll insert, I think I kept a screenshot of what the little special looks like. I can't remember all the plants that are in here right now, so that's why I'll just put it on the screen. But, and you know me, I had to go, Mia, you can't do that. Mia, you cannot do that right now. Thank you. I could not just accept the fact that they were telling me it was a deal. I needed to look it up for myself. So the plants that were listed in this package deal, I went on their website and looked at the price of each. Mia, please. You can't do that, please. I don't know why she does that. She just scratches the floor. I don't know why she does that. I looked up the price of the plants separately, what their original price was. Some of them were on sale, some of them were not, and it was a deal. The plants were about obviously $25 each because it was 5 plants for five plants for $125. So that meant that each plant was priced at $25. And most of these plants were originally $35, $45. I don't think there was anything over $45 original price in this deal, but I felt like that was good and it was worth it and that I needed to do it. So that's why I placed the order. Originally, I always thought my first import order would be with Ecuagenera, but Ecuagenera does have sales at times, but there's something about a bundle deal, a bundle package that just makes me feel like I need it and it worked, and so they got me. So that's why I ended up with Greenspaces.id. So I'll start unboxing as I tell you the background story. And basically, another reason I wanted to go with Greenspaces.id was because, well, I don't know if it's a reason I wanted to go with them, but it's something that I observed. And it was really hard to find a unsponsored unboxing by Greenspaces. I don't know what that means. And I don't know what that means about what we're about to see in this box. But it was hard. There was very few unsponsored Greenspaces.id unboxings. This is not sponsored. So it's gonna be interesting to see the type of plants that I receive, the condition of the plants that I receive, because obviously they're sponsored videos. You know, people that do sponsored videos for them, they're gonna send them great plants, you know. And this is a special, so you know, sometimes when it's a special, it's a clearance, it's a sale product, it's not the best quality product. So I don't know what they're gonna send me. I don't know what's gonna happen here, but it's gonna be interesting to see nonetheless. Hopefully I didn't waste my money. And now, so I placed this order February 21st. And it was shipped out, I believe, March 9th. So it only took 2 weeks for them to ship it out. And as soon as you order, they have like a little, thank you for your order. As soon as you place your order, they send you, your confirmation, but you also get like a link to a spreadsheet that helps you keep track of, I'm excited. They send you a spreadsheet that helps you keep track of the process, because there is, some time period where it has to go through a bunch of checks and things like that before it gets out of their country and into your country. So this is inside the box. Looky. And most of these are hybrids. I believe 3 of them are hybrids and 2 are not hybrids. And I wanted to get into hybrids, so I was excited. Okay, I'm so excited. Okay, let me calm down. What I was gonna explain further. Okay, so the interesting thing that happened in my experience that I never heard anyone else say is that after the whole process, the 2-week thing, they sent me, the DHL sent the text message saying, hey, your package is gonna be shipped out. If you wanna, have special instructions, blah, blah, blah. Okay, fine. So I gave it a couple days, and within a couple days, boom, like by Saturday, it was in New York already in the US. So I'm like, all right, perfect. And so I'm like, okay, it's gonna have to go through customs. It's gonna take a little time. I'll give it a couple days. I'm not worried. A couple of days went past. I became worried because it just kept sitting saying delayed. And I'm like, oh, okay, calm down. So I, of course, I contacted DHL, went to the little customer service chat. They was like, oh, it's delayed. We'll let you know. They wasn't really giving me no information. They said we'll open the case and someone will follow up with you. I really did not expect someone to follow up with me, but they did. And they did within like an hour. They emailed me and said, hi, I'm on your case. If we need any further information, I'll let you know. And so the first thing, actually, I skipped something. When you get the first text message from DHL, they say, hey, your package is going to be shipped. And then they'll say, hey, it's in customs. You need to provide further information. You go on, you click the link, you go and they ask you a couple questions. What's the contents of the box? What is everything? So I just listed what each plant was. That was that part. And then after that, it said delayed. That's when I contacted them. And then that's when they emailed me. So she emailed me and said, I'm on your case. I'll give you an update within 3 to 5 days. It's sitting in customs. I said, okay. And then, so what I was waiting for it to happen was this whole $25, $35 customs fee that you're supposed to have to pay now when you import plants. That never happened, and I wasn't asking about it because if it wasn't going to happen, I didn't need to find out. So I never asked about it, and nobody ever asked me to pay it. So I didn't have to pay that. But she asked, now the email, it came from what I felt was official DHL personnel. And it happened, relatively quickly after I contacted DHL. So that's why I trusted the person I was speaking to. And she knew about my package. She knew the information and the details of my package and where it was and all of that stuff. And she was correct with what she was saying. So when the whole thing was going, when she followed up with me, she said that I received your case file, an update on it, and they need to confirm the social security number and address and name connected with the package and the address. And I thought that was weird. I said, my social security, like, I don't know, that was just weird to me. So I asked, I did provide it because I wanted my plants, and if somebody's gonna steal my identity, they're not gonna get much. So I provided it, but then I did ask, may I ask, why do you need my social security number? I know, like, if you go through customs, like as a human, you go through customs, you need your passport, you need to prove who you are, but I don't know, it just seemed weird to me. What was even weirder is that I never heard a word from her after that. So she never contacted me back and explained why. But the very next day, my plants was here. So I don't know what happened. If somebody steals my identity, they're not gonna get much, but I got my plants. So hopefully I still have my identity by the end of this. But yeah, that was the weird situation that happened, but here my plants are. So after I provided it, I think I provided that on Wednesday or Thursday, and it's Friday. They came basically next day. These plants they have been sitting in customs since last Saturday. It's Friday, it's 7 days. I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know what's gonna be in these, but we're gonna find out together. The varicosum, I'm not expecting much. I did not order this for the varicosum. I ordered this package because they had the majestic that I wanted, which is a Sorderoy hybrid with I forget the other plant it's a hybrid with, but I ordered this package because of the hybrids. And the varicosum was just a bonus. I love the varicosum, but I feel like it's stressful. It's a stressful plant, and I don't like stressful plants because I want plants to be easy and fun for me. Maybe not easy, but I want them to be peaceful, you know, and I don't feel like this varicosum is a peaceful plant. So I probably would have never ordered it, but it came a part of the deal. So of course I took it. I'm trying not to cut the leaf while I'm cutting the paper, but it looks, I don't know how it looks. I'm just trying not to cut the leaves. Let's do it this way so we can see. How about that? Okay. It's looking a little limp though. It's looking very limp. Okay, actually it doesn't look bad. It does look like a baby plant. I've seen people receive much bigger varicosums than this, but you know, it is what it is. It's not the plant that I'm here for, so that's okay. But the leaves do look good, surprisingly. I mean, they're wilted. They're definitely wilty, but it's definitely a baby plant. But it has several leaves. I don't expect any of these leaves to survive over the next few days. You can see how limp it is, but I'm gonna put it in water. It does have a little fuzzy, it has a little fuzzy petioles, but yeah. Okay, I mean, it's a varicosum. It has a lot of potential, but it ain't looking like much right now. But luckily this is not what we're here for. I'm scared to put this in a thing because it's so freaking limp. I want to put it in water right now, but let's just let it sit over to the side. It's not like the paper is slightly damp, but it's not like soaking wet that it would have caused it to be limp like this, but it's all right. Put it to the side for now. Now the Splendid is one of the plants that I was here for, and I like how this is a bigger paper because I feel like the leaf is going to be bigger. So that's one thing that I was kind of worried about with Greenspaces, because with Ecuador they're kind of, well, that's not true. I've seen some people say that they've gotten different size plants from them, but I basically was concerned with Greenspaces.id because, like I said, I don't know what size plant I was going to receive. And I feel like with, oh, they did not disappoint with this baby. Hold up. Oh, hold on. Okay, hold on. This is beautiful. Okay, hold on. And it got the aerial roots, but I think they're a little dried. Oh, wow. Oh wow, these kind of look alike. I think the Splendid is a hybrid of the varicosum and something else. I can't remember. But oh, careful. This is beautiful. Let's talk about how there's only one yellowing leaf. That's surprising. Shocker. With a new leaf on the way. Look at the, okay, hold on. Let me do the slow pan. Beautiful. Ah, this is so gorgeous. I'm happy with that one. And we'll look at the roots once they're all out in the open air. Okay, we're off to a good start. Like I said, I didn't really care about the varicosum. It was just to add a bonus. But the Splendid, I was here for the Splendid, and that looks good. This is a Milano Chrysum. Y'all know I have a one leaf cutting that is now a wet stick, but it is pushing out a new leaf. So I was happy that I had this on the way. This is, again, was not what I was here for. I did not order this for the Milano Chrysum. I ordered this for the hybrids. So whatever is here, I'm happy with. And it's looking like a lot. It's looking like a lot is in here. Okay, hold on. I'm excited. Ah, okay. Oh, no. I'm trying not to cut the leaf. Okay, no. Thought I cut the leaf. Oh my god. All right, I need to calm down. Relax. I definitely almost cut the leaf. Maybe this isn't a good idea the way that I'm doing this, but I feel like it is. It's not, because there's another leaf up here. Wow. There's another leaf up here. Okay, Greenspaces. They came through with the come through. Yes. Oh. Oh, we don't need that. Okay. Very nice. You know, the Melanochrysum is vines up. It's a crawler. No, I'm lying. It's a climber. It likes to climb and vine. Oh, okay. Here we go. Let me put you upright. I'm sorry. Look at these beautiful leaves. These leaves I also expect to die off because I don't know. I feel like Melanochrysum. Mine looks just like this. My little one leaf. This leaf is happy though. This leaf is happy, and this seems like it can't be a bottom leaf. It's the biggest leaf. It must be a second. I don't know. We have to open it up and see. But look at this little baby up top. Look at that little baby up top. This looks so good. I'm happy that this leaf like stands on its own. It has a little life to it. I'm so excited. I was not here for this plant, but I'm very happy with it. I'm very happy with it. Greenspaces is doing pretty good so far. They're doing pretty good so far. Very, very good so far. Okay. Why does this say Splendid? I already opened a Splendid. Does that say Splendid? There should be a Majestic, a Splendid, a Veracosum. This also says Splendid. Okay. Now I gotta look at what I ordered because I shouldn't have two Splendids. If they sent me one of the wrong plants, I'm gonna be really annoyed. Budge brownie. Well, I don't know what this is, but I shouldn't have two Splendids. It should be a Majestic, a Splendid, I don't know. I don't know what the other one's supposed to be. I can't remember. If they sent me two Splendids, like, and I find out what the other one is that I was supposed to get, this looks like the same exact plant. No, it doesn't. Yes, it does. I don't know. This looks like another, okay. This is a Melanochrysum. This is a Veracosum. These two, I don't know. This one does look a little different, but they both were marked Splendid. I'm gonna have to figure this out. I don't think this is the same plant though. I can't tell. I'm gonna find out because I have it on my phone. I just don't have it in front of me because I'm recording on my phone. What is this plant? I don't know. But this is the Majestic. I have to find out what that other plant. It's another hybrid, but I can't remember what it is. The Majestic is what I really, really wanted. I believe the Majestic is the hybrid of the Sorteroy and something else. I can't remember. But it's the, oh, it's looking, oh, I love it. I love it. So what I love about this and the Sorteroy is the silvery, oh, hold up. Is the silvery like little pattern that it has. Oh, it looks so good. And it has so many leaves. Okay. The new, oh no, that's the caterpillar, okay. And it has a new little leaf there. Oh, it looks so good. I thought these plants were gonna be a goner. Oh my God, this is my favorite. Oh, I love this. Oh my goodness. Can y'all see the color, like the little silvery color? Oh my gosh, this is what I ordered this for. Like I ordered this package for this plant right here. And I think they sent me two Splendids though. And I need to figure out what the other plant was supposed to be. So let's take a look at these roots now, because it don't mean nothing if these plants don't got no roots. So hold up, let me get my supplies. We had to move locations. It just wasn't working in my bedroom. I just felt like I needed some more space. So here we are, and I took the opportunity to look it up. So this is definitely the Splendid, and I can tell because it has the red undertone on the back, and it has the extra veining like the varicosum. So this is the Splendid. The other one that also looks like a Splendid, but a smaller version, this one is the Glorious, which makes a lot of sense. This is the Gloriosum crossed with the Melanochrysum. And that makes sense too because it has the same kind of elongated shape like the Melanochrysum, the deep velvety green, and it actually is really, it looks really good. Like these leaves look the best actually, best in terms of not struggling. But the prettiest, let's just go back real quick. The prettiest, and again, I'll put a timestamp if you want to just jump to the portion of me rehabbing because I know I'm taking too long, but I just gotta take it in. Look at this. This is my favorite. Oh, this is what I am here for. Why does the camera look lopsided? Okay, I think that's better. All right, so what I'm gonna do for these plants, I'm gonna save the best for last. I'm gonna start with, okay, there's a lot going on here. I'm gonna start with the varicosum because it is the weakest. Like, this was like, come on now. How they gave me all these beautiful plants and they gave me this thing? They could have given me a way better varicosum than this. Look at the petiole, like, but you know, all the other ones that I actually really cared about look really good. So I'm not that mad, but I do notice. I did notice what they did there. They just threw this one in there. It wasn't even really, it's not really good quality. If I had paid full price for this varicosum, I would not be happy. Thank goodness I didn't. So what I'm gonna do with these, I was watching this girl, Jungle Haven, and she had got some imports, not from Greenspaces, but she had got some imports, and she did something interesting that I never seen anybody do before with their roots. She mixed it with, she didn't just put them in water, but she also added a little hydrogen peroxide, which usually is just a little bit more added. Okay, like, are they serious? What is this? This is not okay. Like, did I order, excuse me, did I order a cutting or did I order a rooted plant? Like, what roots? Even if these roots were, okay, I gotta make sure I get a picture of this because this plant is not gonna, what is this, y'all? What is this? That's not cool. Like, I don't know what, this is basically a cutting. Okay. It has a new leaf on the way, but it's not gonna survive because what is this? What is this? Somebody tell me what this is. I think I'm gonna have to contact them about this because this is, I'm not mad that they're dried up. There is no roots. Like, what? Okay. Okay, it's okay. Because like I said, that's not the plant that I'm here for. However, I did still pay for it. So, I don't know. But I just have some bottled water here. That was a little disappointing, I'm not gonna lie. I don't even, this can't even, okay. Okay, we're gonna put it in this one so that it can have some support because I don't even, okay. I don't even know what to do with these things. I'm gonna cut them off, but I gotta take a picture first. All right, we're gonna handle this one last because I gotta take a picture in case I decide to make a claim for it. We'll get back to that. That was ridiculous. And I could tell from how small it was when I unraveled it that it was gonna be a problem. All right, next, moving on, Melanochrysum. These also look super tiny. I'm okay with dehydrated roots, you know, rotted roots. It could have rotted in the thing, but there is no roots. Like, and these is looking quite the same. These are looking quite the same. I don't know how to feel about this. Like, these are looking quite disgusting. Like, these are not gonna do anything. And it's not that it's dried out. It's that this is a cutting and it's not a rooted cutting. Like, I guess, do they consider this a rooted cutting? To me, these just look like aerial roots. Maybe this is a rooted cutting. I mean, it is my first time importing. What do I know, right? What do y'all think? What do y'all think this is? I mean, it definitely has more roots than this one. They're just dried up. I'm gonna put it in water, but I doubt that these roots are gonna be able to do anything for this plant. And I'm gonna end up with a bunch of wet sticks. Yikes. This one, I don't mind putting in water and just letting it be, because I think it's just, look at this. Ew. I don't know. I don't know what I was expecting root wise. I'm lying. I was expecting roots. I was expecting dehydrated roots. That's what I was expecting. I was expecting dehydrated roots with my hydrogen peroxide. So she added, the person is Jungle Haven, I believe, and she added a little bit of hydrogen peroxide to add some oxygen to the water for the plants, for the roots. So that's what I'm gonna do. Add a little hydrogen peroxide. That's the melanochrysum. This is probably the last time y'all gonna see these beautiful leaves, so take a good look, because they're not gonna last. That's that. Now, those two, I'm disappointed, but I'm not like really upset, because again, those are not what I'm here for. I am here for the hybrids, baby. So this is in fact the Splendid, which is the varicosum crossed with the, I can't remember, I'll put it on the screen. This root package looks really small as well. I mean, philodendrons in general, they do not have very thick fibrous roots like anthuriums, so they are going to be a little more, you know, thinner, stringier, which is to be expected. And like I said, I do expect them to be dehydrated, but like the roots in the melanochrysum is fine. I expect that. But that varicosum is not cool. That is not cool. I don't know why they sent me that like that, but that is not cool. Let's see what this one got. Let's see what this one, because you know, when you have a plant that doesn't have no roots, your leaves is not gonna last, you know? So it's like, you basically just waiting for the leaves to fall off while you reroot the plant, and then you'll get some new leaves, but then they're gonna be baby leaves. Well, I guess it's the risk you take with importing, right? Okay, so there's a lot more roots. I mean, they're gross, but there's a lot more here. This is what I was expecting. They smell like roots. They're not smushy. They're actually not mushy at all. They're just, you know, dehydrated. Okay, I'm okay. Whew. I didn't know what to expect with this one. I mean, they look gross, but there's lots of roots there, and they're not like, you know, they're not just coming off. They're not rotted. They're just dehydrated, that's all. You can tell it was in moss before. All right, we're doing better. We're doing a whole lot better. I'm much happier with that. Let's put this one in here. Sorry, Mom, I'm using your picture. Maybe I should not use her nice picture. Let's use this one. I had originally planned to use these, but these are so shallow, and these plants, look at this. I can't put this in this. I can't put that in there. I need to use something taller because it needs support. So we'll put it in here. Oh, see, but then this, well, this leaf gotta come off anyways. We're gonna pull this leaf off. Oh, we can't, okay. Let me clean my scissors. Let me not be lazy. Let me clean my scissors before I cut this bottom leaf off so that I can stick it in here. Take this, I'm just gonna cut off this bottom leaf so that it can fit. Most likely, kind of want to cut off a little bit of these roots, but I'll see how they look tomorrow after they've been sitting in water for a while. Then I'll decide. For right now, I'm gonna leave it and let it do its thing and try to rehydrate itself for the next couple of hours. Look at this beautiful leaf. Oh my gosh, such a beautiful plant. Such a beautiful plant. Add some water. Oh, okay, I'm making a mess. Okay, get it together. Here we go. Yeah, so I'm hoping that these come back to life within the next, oh my God, I almost poured alcohol. I do not want to pour alcohol, I want hydrogen peroxide. You know, more oxygen. Okay, all right. So that is the Splendid, which is beautiful. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Oh gosh, I just splashed myself with water. This leaf is rest in peace. Okay, next, the Glorious. Now that I look at this, this definitely looks like a Glorious to me. The Glorious is the Gloriosum crossed with the Melanochrysum, and it makes a lot of sense. It looks, okay, I don't need to explain it again. Let's just, okay, I'm making a mess here. So let's clean up a little bit. Okay. Now I'm scared. Now I'm scared about seeing what these roots is gonna look like, because that just, oh no, that varicosum was terrible. Like, am I exaggerating? Y'all let me know in the comments below. Am I exaggerating? Was that normal? Like, what do y'all think? What do y'all think about that varicosum? Because y'all already know what I think. What do y'all think? You never know. Okay, okay. See a decent amount of roots here. Scraggly, but they're there. Okay. Okay, we're doing better. We're doing better. We're doing much better here. 2 main roots with some offshoots. Okay. I'll be holding my breath now when I unwrap these things, because I don't know what to expect. But these don't look, I mean, these offshoots, they weren't expected to survive, but they don't, you know, whatever kind of just falls off. Like I said, tomorrow, maybe I'll come back tomorrow and show y'all what they look like after 24 hours. I'm going to do a whole nother video, of course, on like 2-week update and all of that. But I'll probably come back tomorrow before finishing up this video to show y'all if there was any rapid decline within the first 24 hours. Okay, beautiful. Do not judge me with this water jug. I had to do what I had to do, okay? I had to make do with what I had. And that's what I had. And now for the start of the show. For the start of the show. This has a little more going on down here, so I hope it's okay. These earring roots, I don't know, they're not dry to a crisp, but we'll see. This is so pretty. This is my favorite. I really, this one, if this declines, I'm really gonna be sad, because I really wanted this plant. This plant and the Splendid, I really want it. So I really hope that these make it through within the next, you know, 2 weeks. Because especially this one is my favorite. It looks like I got a decent amount of roots in here. I mean, I don't know if they're gonna be what they call it viable. Oh, they looking scraggly. They looking scraggly, but they are there. But they looking scraggly. Okay, okay. Got a couple main roots, which is good. We're definitely gonna need some rerooting ASAP. I don't know. I think I'm gonna put this into perlite. I think I'm gonna put them all into perlite, because I find that I can root plants really quickly in perlite, and I think that's what I'm gonna do. These are super dehydrated. All right, so this is what my unboxing is looking like so far. I decided I am gonna contact Greenspaces.id about this varicosum because it's not a plant. It's a cutting, and I paid for 5 plants and I got 4 beautiful plants and a pretty cutting. So it's not dead, but can you really call this a plant? Am I overreacting? Like, y'all let me know in the comments below. Am I overreacting? Like, I don't know. But I'm still gonna contact them. I'm not expecting like them to replace it or to, I don't even know what I'm expecting. Discount, I don't even know what I'm expecting, but I just think this isn't cool. So I'm gonna contact them about that. I'll come back in 24 hours and let y'all guys know how these are looking. I really hope, I'm not worried about this glorious at all. It's looking good already. I hope that my Splendid does okay because it's beautiful, but this baby is what I really want to come through. I really hope that this one makes it because this one is my absolute favorite. And Philodendron, I just feel like it's gonna die only because my last one just looked beautiful the day up and went downhill every minute after that. But yeah, see y'all in 24 hours. Okay guys, so I'm back. It's the next day, the next evening, and I'm just gonna kind of quickly show you how everything is doing. And surprisingly, everything looks okay. I mean, it's only been a day, but everything looks okay. So we're off to a good start. So first off, which one is this? Monochrysum looks really good. The baby leaf still intact. So what I did, you can see all the little air bubbles from the hydrogen peroxide that I mixed in with the water. I'm gonna take a closer look at the roots and see how they're doing. This varicosum, so I decided not to put a claim in for this varicosum only because technically the plant is not dead. I just don't like the one they chose for me. So I didn't put a claim in it. However, I got an email this morning from Greenspaces.id. They were just saying, oh, sorry, we didn't follow up with you about your order. We hope everything got to you, in one piece, blah, blah, blah. So I said, yes, I got everything came. However, the only plant I'm worried, and then they also said, oh, don't hesitate to like ask us, any questions or whatever. And then they also said, I'm not going in order, I'm sorry. They also said to put the plants in vitamin B1, to soak it in vitamin B1. And so I thought that was interesting, and I never seen or heard that before. So I looked it up, and everything I looked up said that was a myth and that it doesn't do anything for the plant. So I didn't change anything. I just left it in the water and hydrogen peroxide. However, I did respond to them and I said the only plant I'm worried about is the varicosum because it's a very small specimen and it has little to no roots, and I sent them a picture. So we'll see if anything comes of it. I don't know what they're gonna say. Like I said, I decided in the end not to put a claim in, but they did ask. So since they asked, I'll let them know. And so we'll see. I'll let you guys know in the 2-week update if anything comes of it, but that's that. My favorite, my baby. I love this plant. This is I'm trying to get it untangled from this varicosum, but it's not working. Okay, right there we go. The majestic, looking majestic as ever. So what I noticed was the leaves started to, kind of harden up and come back, and not be so floppy as they were yesterday. This one, I believe this one is not hardened off yet. I believe because this is the top leaf, it's the newest leaf, and it just isn't hardened off yet, and that's why it's still so floppy, because the other ones are, taking their own, holding their own now. So that's that one. Then we already looked at that baby. Over here, this Splendid is a G. Like, this Splendid was good yesterday and it's still good today. Like, and watch this be the one that takes a nosedive. Hopefully not. But yeah, it still looks fine. The leaves acting like they was never in a box. Their leaves are fine. The roots, they actually look okay. They don't look as gross as they did yesterday. So I'm happy. I'm really happy. This Splendid, like I said, fine, perfectly fine. Hopefully it stays that way. And this is the Glorious, and she's looking glorious as ever, I must say. Leaves again, they have their shape, you know, now. They're not as flimsy. This one being the newest leaf, I think still has not quite hardened off, but you can see kind of from this one here, they're pretty firm. They're firm and they got their strength back. So they popped back. They definitely popped back. The roots, these look scraggly compared to these ones. So I don't know. I'm gonna just leave them alone. So what I was thinking of doing, which I'm nervous about doing, but I just feel it. I just feel in my heart and mind that I want to do this, is I'm gonna chop the melanochrysum and I'm gonna chop the verrucosum, especially the verrucosum, since I don't like the way it looks anyways. And this melanochrysum is beautiful, but I know in the end, I'm not gonna wanna have one long plant. Even though I do have another small leaf, it's only a one leaf cutting. It's gonna take a while for it to reach this, and this is already tall. So by the time I plant this, the stake that I put it on, it has to be too tall. So that doesn't make sense to me. So what I'm gonna do, and I'll show you guys, I'm gonna probably chop it in 2 places maybe, something like this. Chop it in 2 places. Yeah, maybe something like that. Because this one is kind of super baby. I don't know. The point is I'm gonna chop it, and I got some bamboo stakes, and because I'm gonna be chopping it and I'm not confident in these roots, I'm gonna pot it up in perlite with a stake. So that's what I'm gonna do with my melanochrysum. Fingers crossed, hopefully it's okay. And same thing with this verrucosum, especially because it doesn't make sense to me. Like, I get that it's stressed and it's like, oh, you should let it acclimate, but it's like, okay, I let it acclimate for 2 weeks or whatever, and then I'm going to stress it again by chopping it. I might as well just chop it and put it, you know, in the substrate it's going to be in for at least, you know, another couple months. So that's my thinking on it. That's why I want to do that. For these that are pretty already established, I don't know. Honestly, came on here dead set that I was going to put everything in perlite because I was not confident in the roots. But now that I look at the root systems today for the ones that are good, the hybrids, which, you know, I'm going off on a tangent and I'm sorry, but I have heard, in which this is kind of like proving it correct, that hybrids are just a little more tenacious and they are a little stronger than non-hybrid plants, and that's what it's looking like, because these hybrids are good. Like, they don't show no signs of stress. Like, they're good. The root system better than the non-hybrids. So I don't know. I was gonna put them in perlite because I just wasn't confident in the root system, but now they look fine. The leaves are perking back up. Like, maybe I should just pot them up in pond. I don't know. Because that was ultimately what I was going to do. The forever home for all these plants was going to be hydroponics, passive hydroponics in pond. And now I'm feeling like, do I want to take that leap and just put them in pond right now? Like, I don't know. I don't know. I'm going to figure it out, and I'm going to come back to you guys and show y'all the final look. So, all right, so that took me a little minute to get everything potted up because I just was trying to like figure out in my head like how I want everything done. I went back and forth a couple times, and I decided to keep the small cuttings, the things that I cut down, in perlite. That will help it to root better, of course. So I have the verrucosum here. I did chop it into 3 pieces, and I was still left with that bottom piece with very little roots. I don't know if this will produce another growth point, so we'll see. I'll just put it in my prop box along with this. This was just a piece attached to this that had it just was a long stem with no leaf. So these 2 are going in my perlite prop box, and I have these 3 here sitting in perlite with some water at the bottom. This perlite is soaked in Jack's Houseplant Special fertilizer, so I'll link it in the description below. It is my first time using it. Well, I've used it with some other small projects, so this is my first time using it with plants that are like important to me. So we'll see how it goes. And same thing with the melanochrysum. I decided to chop it down. So I chopped this because the internodal spacing was so far that it was just one long vine, and I knew eventually I wouldn't like that. So same thing in perlite with a little reservoir at the bottom. The perlite is soaked all the way through though. There's some of that Jack's Houseplant Special at the bottom, and I just taped it up on this little stake here. This is cut down, and I just taped all the cuttings to the stake. The what was I gonna call this? The verrucosum. I didn't stake it because it just seems so flimsy. Like, I don't know. I guess I could have, but it just don't seem like it needed it. When it gets the next leaf, I'll maybe stake it up. But right now, it just did not seem like it made sense to do that. My Glorious, is this my Glorious? I'll be getting them confused, y'all. The only one I know for sure, my baby, my Majestic. And the way I know is from one is rounder and one is longer. And honestly, this is the Splendid. This is the Splendid because it's longer. Okay. Yes. Okay. This is the Splendid. I did the same thing. And now looking back, I do wish I had put this on a taller stake. I just didn't want to waste this much of the bamboo stake. I know I could have used it for something else, but that's what I did. I just taped it up, put it in some pond. I did not put a reservoir in this pond yet. I did drill the hole, however, for when I will be using a reservoir. This pond is already rinsed and it's damp. And the pond is on an angle because I'm just worried about this leaf, this petiole rotting away, because this happened to me before when I've planted a plant. Well, it was a cutting. This is a rooted plant, but still, I planted a cutting with a lower leaf in the pond, and the lower leaf, the petiole rotted away. So I'm afraid of that happening. So I didn't bury that petiole. Same thing with this one. I really wanted this to be in a taller pot. I had a much taller glass vase, but I broke it trying to put the hole in it. So it's stuck in this one, which is fine because it has the stake, which is a nice, decent height. So it has room to grow. And it's a little unsteady, but that's what we're working with for right now. And my pride and joy, my baby. I am so obsessed with this plant and just love it. My Majestic is looking gorgeous. Same situation. I tried not to put as much pond around that lower leaf so that it doesn't rot away. No reservoir, damp pond, and yeah, I hope that they survive. I will definitely get back to you guys in 2 weeks with an update. That should be enough time, like, to know, like, if something crazy is gonna happen, if something is gonna go downhill, then it would happen within those first 2 weeks. The conditions I'm gonna keep it in, I'm not gonna put it in super highlight, even for this verrucosum, even though it's small, because I was deciding, like, do I wanna put anything in my mini greenhouse? Definitely don't wanna put this verrucosum in there because anything to me that has these dark velvety leaves, like, I don't think it's good for it to really have direct light. So I'm gonna keep it in an area, you know, reasonable light from a grow light, but not in the mini greenhouse. But I will be putting it right next to the humidifier. It seemed to like it yesterday. I didn't have any browning tips. Again, it's only been 24 hours, but it seemed to like it. So I'm gonna put it right in front of the humidifier and pray for the best. So yeah, I know this was quite a long video. I do apologize. I just was really excited, so I kind of dragged it out a bit. This has a new leaf coming in. Hopefully it doesn't abort this leaf. But yeah, so in the next couple of days, I'm just gonna let the pond kind of do its own thing, dry out a little bit, and then I'll add the reservoir to it. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'm sorry again, this was quite a long video. If you made it to the end, thank you. Thank you very much. I greatly appreciate it. Please drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about these plants from Green Spaces. Do you think it was a deal? Do you think it was worth it? Would you try it? And I know I did not even mention like the full breakdown of the cost. I will put it inserted, of course, either on the screen or in the description below, the full cost of all the extra fees and whatnot. But yeah, I'm gonna be interested in making one more order, maybe not anytime soon, but there is one more plant that I really want. I know I say one more, everybody says there's one more plant they want, right? And it's really like more than one more, but seriously, there's one more that I want. So like I've mentioned previously, anyone that might be interested in trying to import plants, you've not done it before, you just want to split the cost, let me know in the comments below. I will definitely be interested in splitting an order with someone to kind of, you know, carry the cost of the shipping and the tax and the blah, 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 you know. So yeah, if you haven't already liked this video, please press the like button. If you're not already subscribed, please consider subscribing. If you don't follow me on Instagram, follow me on Instagram, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a good night.